innovation introduced by FileMaker 19. An add-on is a package, a set of tables with a related field, scripts, and layout, which the user can manage in their application. After a simple setup, without needing to know anything about the internal procedure of the component, the user is provided with a set of tools, ready to be integrated into the project. In this video, we will take a look at the barcode generator add-on to analyze its possible uses and limitations. Let's open our sample file in FileMaker and drag the barcode add-on into it. After some simple mandatory configuration steps, we can just press the button and the barcode appears in the designed field. But let's try something a little bit more complex. For instance, let's try to use the procedure of creating barcode within a loop, specifically for a group of records previously identified through a search. So we have a set of records, and what we want to do is to move on the first record, generate the barcode, move on the second, generate a barcode, and so on. Since the add-on proved to be so efficient in generating barcode, we think that using it on a larger scale is a natural step. Let's suppose for a moment we don't need an add-on, because FileMaker has an hypothetic native function generate barcode. How would it work? In this case, we would probably start a loop from the first record, run our barcode generator subscript. Once completed its execution, the obtained result will be managed by the source script, populate the records fields, then move on the second record of the found set, execute the subscript to obtain the barcode, and so on. So FileMaker uses a sequential procedure of the script execution. The operation of FileMaker could be compared to a real-life example. Making a trivial example, a person speaks with another interlocutor, asks a question, waits for an answer, and so continues the conversation. Let's see how FileMaker and JavaScript actually work instead. If we place our script in a loop, it will work like this. We start from the first record, then we call the JavaScript function, and JavaScript returns the generated barcode. We can move on the second record and continue the loop. Let's see what happens in our example. In the first place, we have to take a look in the add-ons created script, if there is something we can use. In the script barcode generator advance, there are some instructions to set the web viewer and then some other to call the JavaScript function in charge for the generation of the barcode, called barcode generator generate. We can create our script copying this instruction. We will call it generate multiple barcode. Here there are, as I previously said, the instruction of the barcode generator advance. In the first lines, there are some commands to set the add-on. They are basically setting the variable of the add-on. Then we have the loop. We start from the first record, and then we call the JavaScript function barcode generator generate to ask JavaScript to create the barcode and to give back to FileMaker. The first step, configure the add-on variable. So let's move on and arrive to the loop. We need to focus on the below part of the script debugger, the call stack. Here there are a list of all the scripts that will be executed. Let's run the first loop. And after the first loop, we can see that the call stack shows the script in execution with the play icon near the script name. And below, the call of the FileMaker script barcode generator handle image. This script will return to FileMaker the generated barcode for the pencils record. Let's continue with the execution on the second record, the one of the pens. And we will see in the call stack a second call to the barcode generator handle image, meant to return the pen's barcode. If we let the script run till the end of the loop, so let's go on, there will be 5 calls of the barcode generator handle image, one for each record of our found set, visible in our stack. When the generate multiple barcode reaches the end, the next script in the call stack will be executed. Barcode generator handle image runs. It's the one generated from the pencils record. It returned the pencils barcode, but it will store it in the barcode field of labels. Let's move on to see what happened. We can see the pencils barcode on the fields of the labels, so it's incorrect. Let's continue the execution and see what happened. We will now see the pens barcode, the second record of the found set, instead of the labels barcode. This happened because we completed our loop and stopped on the last record of the found set. So the calls of the FileMaker script barcode generator handle image run all on the last record. It will happen for all the calls of a barcode generator handle image. Let's run the script. At the end of all the script, the labels record will be correctly populated, but the other records remain empty. We will see the other records all empty in the barcode fields. Instead, labels is the only one who stores correctly the barcode image. Let's take a closer look at the behavior of the FileMaker script and the call stack generated by JavaScript. FileMaker executed the steps, and during the loop, it asks for the pencils barcode, the pens barcode, and so on, until it reaches the last record and exits the loop. When the FileMaker script is terminated, the call stack will start to run the JavaScript calls of FileMaker script. But all the generated barcode will be lost, because FileMaker terminated on the last record of the found set, and all the call stack script will insist on the last record, constantly overwriting the barcode on the last record. So it's clear that FileMaker does not wait for the response of JavaScript, because it doesn't know when it will happen, and causes the overwriting issue. For an advanced developer, an elegant solution to the problem could be to analyze the JavaScript code and modify it to generate several barcodes at a time. But the JavaScript code is complex, as we can see here, so let's try to stick to FileMaker. An idea to solve this problem is to store at the beginning of the script the reference of the record of the found set. So we can correct our script introducing a JSON array. A JSON is a structure with key and values, and we can use it to store the information of the record actually calling JavaScript function. So during the loop, we are going to save a list of the record IDs. We also need, as a last instruction of our script, to declare a global value, x, that will be used as a counter in the following script. Once the generated multiple barcode corrected is completed, in the call stack, there are all the FileMaker script called by JavaScript. So we need to slightly alter the barcode handle image script. We want to make it able to find the correct record to store the barcode information. To achieve this goal, we can use the JSON array. The first element of the barcode will be the first record of the function that calls the JavaScript function. So during its execution, we extract the first element of the array, we found the record, and then we continue with the add-on instruction to store the barcode. At this point, we can increment the global value x to use it in the next execution. Before starting our example, let's rename the barcode generator handle image script with the name that JavaScript call. So let's rename this one as the old one, and let's rename this one, the new, with the name that JavaScript used to call to execute the FileMaker script. Let's run the script generate multiple barcode corrected. Here start the loop. Let's open the script debugger. We can see here the JSON array with the first element. And here appear the first call of the FileMaker script barcode generator handle image. Let's move on. At the end of the loop, we'll have the JSON array with all the 5 IDs of the record of the function and all the 5 call of FileMaker script barcode generator handle image. So all the call stack is full of the FileMaker script called by JavaScript. Let's move on. Here start the first execution of the barcode generator handle image. During the execution of a barcode handle image, there is the search that we introduced. This search allows to find the correct record with its ID and populate the correct record. So now we find the pencil record, and we can see that it is correctly populated with the pencils barcode. Let's move on. The second record of the found set is pens. And here we have the pens barcode. Let's go to the script. We can see that every record has its own barcode. So the modification that we introduced into the script works correctly, because we provide a way to link the callback script in the call stack with the correct FileMaker record. Although in our example we managed to overcome the issue due to asynchronicity between FileMaker and JavaScript, it is important to remember that there are several things to be evaluated from time to time, depending on the procedure we need to set up. For example, barcode generation and JavaScript calls have a limit that is given by the capacity of FileMaker stack, which is the limit of the pending calls that FileMaker can handle. This limit is quite large, but if we imagine a warehouse scenario with a lot of products, this number, it should be 50,000, maybe not large enough. Moreover, if another scheduled script is executed while the barcode generation procedure is going on, it will also be added to the stack, and it could either considerably slow down the disposal of the stack, or if we are close to the capacity limit of the stack, it could be even prevent the execution of some of the call stacks. Another assessment to be made is to pay particular attention to the global value used as a counter. No other running script must alter it, so we need to be sure we use an exclusive name for it. Otherwise, our procedure can be altered and fail. We can conclude that the add-on provides the user with enormous potential. It's easy to implement and fun to use, but they must be properly evaluated and studied when trying to include them in a scenarios different than the one for which they were built. Thank you.